Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Clover Tree versus Adelia Carter.
Your Honor, could we go push that to the next one and at the
Sure.
end of that one and ask for Shaquanda Tripp or whatever you have next besides that?
I've
Hello.
got Petra Nia
Hello.
Hurtado. Hi.
Hi, you guys just called my
Are
name.
you, oh, Miss Carter. Wait just a minute. We'll call yours in just a second again, okay? You're right.
Okay.
I just called it, but hold on just a second, okay?
Sure.
Okay. Sure. Yep. She's gonna look for those. And Adelia Carter, ma'am, are you still there?
Yes.
There you are. Miss Carter, this is an adjourned date. Did you talk to legal services?
I couldn't get a hold of them when I called.
Did did you call them or use that link to get a
I
hold of them?
called them. My phone crashed out when I clicked on the link.
Okay, so then you called them.
Yeah, I got the paper in the mail with their
Wh-
number in it, but they never answered when I called, and I never got a call back.
Okay, let me just check with I guess Mr. Lowry for a second.
Certainly, Your Honor. Certainly.
Mr. Mr. Lowry, are you there by chance? I hate to
I
do this.
am here. I only caught part of that because I was trying to send another email here with another fire to put out. So I guess if you could update me, I'd be glad to look into whatever's going on.
Sure, it's Clover Tree Apartments versus Adelia Carter. Adeliah Carter, Carter. She says she left a message for legal services. When did you do it, ma'am? Miss
Uh,
Carter?
Same day that I got the paper in the mail. I got it on Saturday, so I called yesterday.
What paper did you get in the mail?
It was the notice to appear.
Okay, but so why didn't you get a hold of legal services last week, I guess?
The when I tried to click on the link, it crashed out. My phone ended up glitching out, and the whole link closed out, and so did the Zoom meeting.
Okay, and I thought I heard you tell me that you called legal services then.
Yes, I called the number that was on the paper. There was
So, Your Honor, I don't
Oh,
see anything in here for Miss Carter, but what I will say is, as I'm looking at our inquiry list right now, active, we we have over over almost 300 cases that have been or inquiries that have been brought in. And I don't even know that we've unloaded the voicemail from yesterday yet. So if she only called yesterday, then I'm sure we have 247 in the system right now. And I think they've only started being unloaded from yesterday, this morning. So if that's when she called, then I'm sure she probably did call. We just have not even got to the message because it was the last minute. My concern is that if she was here last week, unfortunately, if you waited till yesterday, I don't know that I would have been able to do much anyways, as I was in appointments all yesterday afternoon anyways, even if someone flipped it around quick. So, I will leave it to the court. Obviously, if the court's willing to adjourn it, John, I'm happy if we get her information and she can click the link and get through it again and get that. I'm always happy to talk to whoever would like to help, but I also understand that, if she only contacted yesterday, that's not the most timely response either. So,
Your Honor, if I
to the
may
court.
comment.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, the only concern I got it's actually based on health and hazard.
Yes.
That's kind of the biggest concern I have with the
Your Honor,
matter.
and to bring you up to date, we sent it the notice to terminate for that purpose. The tenant will not let the maintenance in. She changed the locks. You can't change the locks, and if you do, you at least have to turn keys over to the maintenance to the office, which she has not done. She has feces from her dog everywhere. Just yesterday, her neighbors. I've got neighbors here who are going to testify. She's outside letting it go with feces on the outside. Doesn't clean it up. Of course, that's not the only thing. And she has it throughout when we've seen the unit once before. It was throughout the unit. She allows people to sleep outside in the door in the hallway. It seems to be dealing in drugs of some nature. but we don't know that absolutely. But there's something going on odd, and there is in serious disrepair. She's causing difficulties for the neighbors to be able to even sleep at night, and in the common hallway, and otherwise causing a health hazard and danger to the other residents. We have quite a commotion from everyone that would like her to please move. We're not asking for rent. We just want her to please move. And we're willing to give her until February 13th to be moved.
Miss Carter, in unfortunate that the problem I have is just the timeliness of you contacting.
These issues have been fixed since that notice was put out.
I think I guess what we'll do, let's just proceed, I guess. I don't want to put Mr. Lowry in the spot either. It's just, ma'am, you've had plenty of notice to get a hold of them. I have run the recording every week beforehand. There was plenty of time to get a hold of them last week. So let's just proceed and see where things go. Mr. Zinsmaster.
Thank you, Honor, very much. I would call Ms. Lennett as the office manager to testify, please.
Okay, ma'am, why don't you raise your right hand? Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you can proceed. Ms. Carter, listen carefully though, okay?
Can you state your full name for the record, please?
Tamala McWilliams.
Okay, Ms. McWilliams, what is your position at Clover Tree Apartments?
Property manager.
All right. And are you aware of the conditions of the premises in which Ms. Carter lives at, which is 3379 Clover Tree Lane, number 5? Is that correct?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Okay. And how are you aware of those premises?
Well, it started I'm sorry, Your Honor. It started with the pet and the feces out in the yard. We personally spoke with Adelia and told her that she had, and her guest, I'm not for sure her name, as she doesn't have anyone listed on her occupancy, but she has several people living there. We have instructed them to pick up the dog feces, and they have not. We have picked up the feces due to the complaints of the residents in that building. I should have one on the call, if not two. I know one had to work. The second part came in when we were doing calls to do preventative maintenance on the furnaces to make sure that we didn't have any heat issues. And we couldn't service the apartment due to the cleanliness of the apartment. And Your Honor, I submitted pictures of her home to you to have in the court. Also submitted them to Mr. Zinsmaster to send to Attorney Laurie so that you could see exactly the premises of the unit. We couldn't enter. It was feces in the foyer. There's feces on the balcony. We couldn't walk through there due to the disarray of the garbage and the clothing in the unit.
And ma'am, is it true that this started with the feces with animals back as far back as June of 25, and you provided her with letters of violation notices dated June 2nd, 2025, 2 of those, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And thereafter, the police were involved in terms of a issue about the pet, is that correct?
The police was involved with not only that, and there was a domestic issue there with the unauthorized occupant who lives there. Your Honor, you have all that as well.
And
Yes, sir.
I believe there should be in the file on August 12th, 2025 lease violations. It says Dear Adelia is on it, and it talks about the unauthorized occupant, Nicholas Porter Vantula. Is that right?
I'm not for sure how to pronounce his name.
Okay, but it's Vantuyl.
That was given to me by the sergeant, McCullen.
Okay, and he contacted you regarding this individual, correct?
McCullen, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and he was causing a problem in the premises, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And then did you again on November 4th, 2025 provide her with another second lease violation for condition of premises?
Yes, I did.
At that time, did you tell her that it's not being maintained in an appropriate fashion? You can't obtain access?
Yes, and then gave her a date to have the unit cleaned up. We came back to inspect the unit. We gave her two weeks to clean the unit up, Your Honor. We came back, the lock had been changed, and she wouldn't allow us access to the unit and wouldn't let us in, and she was there.
And that's after you gave her the September 1st, 2025 letter telling her, please, we need letters notifying the following key requests due to change locks by residents, please provide, and also a second notice of inspection will occur on December 8th of 2025.
Yes, sir. We gave her a second opportunity to present the key and do schedule another inspection, Your Honor.
And she again did not allow you access, is that correct?
No, sir.
And how often have you found or been reported to you and you've seen, I know we have pictures in the file there of a man sleeping in the hallway, which will show you that it does happen, but how often has that been reported to you by the residents?
That's been reported to me 3 times. The resident should be on the call that can testify to that.
What is the resident's name?
Her name is Ethel. She was having a hard time getting on Zoom. Last week, we had another resident in, but they had to work today. I see her right now in the red. That's Ethel.
All right, Your Honor, thank you, Ms. Thank you, and if she would like to ask questions of her, of course, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Carter, do you have any questions for
I have
Ms. McWilliams?
no, but I do have a couple statements about all of that.
Well,
I
that would be next, Ms. Carter. I have to call another witness first.
I'll give you a chance to do that, Ms. Carter. Let them finish first, and we'll go. I'm sorry, Mr. Zinsmith, you got another witness on?
Yeah, very quickly, Your Honor, I understand. What's her name?
Her name is Ethel.
Ms. Ethel, can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you very much for being on Zoom today. You are a resident at Clover Tree, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am,
And
why don't you raise your right, hold on, why don't you raise your right hand there for me? Ma'am, can you raise your right hand? Got your hand raised?
Mhm.
There you go. Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm sorry, what's your name? Ethel
Burnett.
Burnett. B-U.
Hi.
Ms. Burnett, can you spell your last name for me?
Burnett.
Okay. All right, Mr. Zinsmith, you can go ahead.
Thank you very much. Ms. Burnett, what is the resident address that you live at?
3379 Clover Tree Lane, Apartment 1.
Okay. And so you are, how close to apartment number 5 where Ms. Carter lives?
She's on the 3rd floor. I'm on the 1st floor.
Okay. Have you observed issues of individuals sleeping outside of her apartment in the hallway?
Yes. My neighbor sent me pictures of them some guy sleeping in the hallway.
And is it also you've heard disturbances over time over the last year at that residence?
Yes. We can't even sleep at night for them.
All right. And have you also observed where she allows her dog feces to be throughout the unit and out in the hallways and out in the balcony and also the lawn near your property?
Yes.
All right. Have you had any, has she confronted you in any way?
No.
Okay, good. But is this interfering with your quiet, peaceful enjoyment of your property?
Yes, because sometimes I get off of work and late at night, and when I come in the hall, somebody's into the hallway right by my door in the front of it, sleep in the hallway.
And this is causing you both discomfort and possible fear of what could be in place there?
Yes.
Okay. And you've complained to management and told them that you're unhappy with this, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And so, to the best of your knowledge, this is why you're having a problem with this resident, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess I got a couple questions before I let you. The person you saw in the hallway, how do you know where that person came from?
Because when I first moved here, a couple months later into it, they had put a vacuum cleaner, a mop bucket, a fan right down here by my door. And one day I looked upstairs at the 3rd where they live at. Everything was back upstairs.
When you say back upstairs, though, what do you mean by
Back upstairs on the patio.
And
I saw.
I'm sorry, help me out a little bit. Is there just one unit right above you? Is that what it is?
It's the 3rd unit above me. It's
Third
me
unit
at the
above
bottom.
you.
Then you got a 2nd floor. Then you got a 3rd floor.
And on the 3rd floor, how do you know those items belong to this unit that Miss Carter lives in?
Because it's sitting on top of her patio.
Okay. Do you know her? Have you seen her around, Miss Carter?
Yes, I have saw her several times.
Okay. So have you talked to her?
No, I did not.
Anytime?
No.
But you just know you've seen her come on out of this unit number 5?
It's several people coming in and out that apartment all day long.
Okay, but Miss Carter, I'm concerned with number 5. You've seen her
Yes,
coming in?
I've seen her come out. Yes.
Okay. Okay, and you've seen these particular items that were on your floor back out onto her, I guess,
Yeah.
onto her deck outside. Is that right?
Yes.
What about the feces in the yard that you complained of?
It's be right out I'm on the bottom floor. It be feces right here in the grass and on the entrance where it's coming in the door.
And how do you know where that feces came from?
Because they the only one got dogs in this building.
Nobody else that you've seen has a dog,
No.
but you've seen unit number 5.
I done seen them bringing dogs in and out.
Okay, what's the dog look like?
It's a brown dog. It's a black dog. They got several dogs.
Oh, okay, so it's not just one that you've seen?
No.
Okay. Are they bigger or small dogs or
They big dogs.
big dogs?
Yeah.
And
Like, I don't know if they pit bulls or not, but I know they big dogs.
bigger dogs, okay. And have you ever owned a dog?
No, I never. I mean, I owned a dog, but I didn't live out here.
Okay. Um, these particular dogs, do you ever see them going to the bathroom outside in the yard?
Yeah. My grandkids have stepped in boo-boo out there several times in the summer.
And they may have, but how do you know it came from these dogs?
I'm quite sure that's where they come from because I don't see any more dogs out here.
Okay. And owning dogs before, you'd know how, the size of the dog compared to the feces that you've seen.
It's
Did
big
it-
dog. I mean, big turds.
Okay. All right. That's what I'm getting at. It wasn't some small little dog,
No, no.
Okay. Okay.
And every time they clean the hallway up over here, they right back out here in the hallway.
Okay. And you've never talked to Miss Carter about their dogs?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry, Mr. Zismaster. I kind of took over.
Oh, no, that's fine. It did assist us though, because I was unaware of the multiple dogs. She's only allowed on at least one dog, so that's a clear violation of by having more than one dog there also.
Miss Carter, do you have questions for Miss Burnett?
I only have one dog, and it's my service dog.
Okay, hold on.
And
I'll give you a chance to talk to, but these are questions for her. Do you have any questions for
Is he
Miss
here?
Burnett?
Is he?
No, I just need this.
Miss Carter?
no, I don't.
No questions for her?
No, other than how exactly she knows that that's the same products that were down by her house that are what came to mind.
You
that she
can ask her. You got a right to ask her too. So if I didn't phrase it properly, or if there's something you want to ask, you
I
can
just
ask.
don't know how she knows that they're the same things because I have my own
Okay, so
supply
go
of
ahead.
food.
Yeah, go ahead and ask her. Miss
I
Burnett,
just-
listen carefully.
I'm listening.
I was sorry, I have trouble talking. I'm autistic, so but I was just wondering how you knew that if those are the same supply because I moved in when I moved in my housing people gave me all my own cleaning supplies. I don't need to go down to the hallway or anything and get cleaning supplies.
I have saw y'all run in and out of y'all apartment with dogs, several dogs. I done came in my apartment, y'all. I don't know if it's the same guy or not. Sleep in the hallway down here. I mean, it got so bad. Y'all had 3 wheelchairs out here, one locked to the entrance door gate. I mean, that's hazardous. Y'all, it's so much stuff on your balcony now, and we downstairs. We downstairs. Y'all got every day y'all add stuff to this. Y'all making it look bad out here.
He has all that.
All right.
You're
Any
on
other
phone.
questions, Miss Carter?
Yes, I would like to know how you know that the person because I've noticed people sleeping in the hallway. Actually, multiple people sleeping in the hallway, not just by your door. And that have come out of apartment 4. So how do you know the person sleeping by your door came out of mine?
Because I hear y'all. I hear y'all at night. And I see y'all. I hear y'all at night.
So how does that mean that they came out of mine though?
They did come out because I done seen the dude come out your apartment.
What color was he? Because I've
Oh,
only
white guys. You have white guys. You have black guys. It's all several
guys. I actually can't. It triggers my PTSD.
Hey, that's not a question, Miss Carter. If you got just questions for her right now, I'll give you a chance to talk. Okay, is that it? I think that's it, Mr. Zinsmaster. Do you have questions? Any other rebuttal questions or anything?
I would call my manager again for her to admit four of the photographs you have in file there as a rebuttal to her testimony. That's not her dog in that.
Okay, I've got
If I don't know if you could see on this, of course, but I have put this picture of a gentleman in the front of the apartment with a black dog holding it while he's actually defecating on the grass there, and that would be her dog. Would you testify that Ms. Williams, that is accurate and in front of there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And again, my leasing agent is also on the call. She witnessed the
Okay.
dog.
Okay, we would call the leasing agent in a minute. Also, Your Honor, this is her actual balcony, which shows the things on it. You'll see a picture of that. There'll also be a picture in there of a man sleeping in the hallway. No, he doesn't even have a blanket or anything, all wound up underneath her place there. And then even worse, if you were to see the picture, there's one in there that shows her kitchen area and all the incredible amount of garbage that's laying in her apartment. If you look at that one there, you'll see that it has multitudes of clothing, all kinds of things in there. That was taken by the maintenance person too, and it shows she's broken the front of the cabinet, and it's an incredible disrepair. It's going to cost thousands to fix up the place.
so if you
But
want to lay, unfortunately, Mr. Zinsmaster, if you want to lay a foundation for those photos,
yes, I will. Yes.
You,
Um,
is this a different witness or is it
what's the difference with this?
Eureka Goodman.
Eureka Goodman, Your Honor.
Goodman? Do I have a Eureka Goodman?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Goodman.
May I ask questions, Your Honor?
Yeah, let's put her under oath. Miss Goodman,
Yes.
well, you're sideways. That's what it is. Miss Goodman, can you raise your right hand for me? There you go.
Yes,
Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
I do.
Okay. All right, Mr. Zinsmaster, what's your name, ma'am?
Yes.
Eureka Goodman,
Yes.
And can you spell the last name for me?
Goodman.
Okay. All right, Mr. Zinsmaster.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms. Goodman. Goodman, what is your position there at Clover Tree?
I'm a leasing consultant.
Okay. And have you had the opportunity to, along with maintenance, to see the inside of the apartment where Ms. Carter lives?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm showing you one photo, which I'd ask, it's hard to see here on the camera, of course, but this photo has an interior photo of that apartment in its current status. Did you recognize that as showing immense debris and damage to the apartment?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
ma'am, did you take these photos?
I did not.
Okay.
Not the inside. No.
Right. Did you, on these, and I apologize, I hadn't got that, but you see the photo I'm referring to. Is that one that you, that your maintenance man took a picture of?
Yes,
Okay. Did you personally observe that also?
I did.
Okay, thank you. And this is accurate as to what was existing at the time the photo was taken?
Yes.
And do you know how long ago that photo was taken?
Maybe a month, maybe.
Okay,
Or-
about 30 days ago? All right. And also, you did not see, I don't know, let me ask,
She took it.
what picture did you take?
The dog using the restroom.
Again, did you take this picture of the man that is standing outside with the black dog defecating?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay, so you personally observed that?
I did.
Okay, and that, did you address anything about that or say anything to the man about it?
Yes, I did.
And what did you do?
I asked him to not let his dog use the bathroom on our lawns, and he yelled back at me, it doesn't matter, he's gonna pick it up. And I said, no, remove your dog feces.
Right. And are you aware that that dog is the dog that is also in Ms. Carter's?
Yes,
All right. And you recognize that and know that it is her dog?
it's her dog.
Okay. In addition, did you ever see the man sleeping in the hallway personally?
Yes,
Okay. Is this picture representative of what you saw?
yes.
Did you take that picture?
I took one picture of him, And I
Okay.
sent it to Miss Lynette. So that may be the one I took, but I've taken several pictures of him.
All right. And so you saw him actually sleeping there. Did you talk to the man at all?
No.
Okay. You were okay. You couldn't arouse him, or you just didn't try?
No, somebody, a resident tried to, because I asked him to go over there with me.
Okay, because you were afraid of what might happen, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And these are obviously unauthorized individuals being allowed in the building, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, did you talk to Ms. Carter about this at all?
She will never answer the door.
Okay,
I
so
called, when I knock at her door, someone else always answers her door, and they say she's not there. And
Okay.
moments later, I'll see her come out, and go to her car, or they'll get in their wheelchair, whatever they have, put the dog in there, and they go on about their business.
All right, so even though you've tried to contact her personally and been told she's not there, you then subsequently see her leave after being told that, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And she changed the locks so that you have no access for maintenance and calls to repair the premises? All right. Do you have you talked to any residents who have spoken to you directly about her?
Oh, yes.
All right. So numerous residents have told you things about her. What have they told you?
There's several. I have complaints about her dog using the restroom, using the bathroom in the hallways. So I came over to take pictures. It is dog feces leading from the bottom floor all the way to her apartment, using the bathroom outside to where they can't even, grill outside because of the smell and because of the you know, because of the scent, the the bathroom usage outside.
When you were excuse me, when you were in the hallway yourself, you took some pictures? Are these pictures representative they have in the file there that show brown marks on carpet? Is that the feces in the hallway that you took pictures of?
Yes.
Yes. And that's been the last 30 days?
Yes.
Okay. And also, when you enter the hallway, is there a distinct odor of any nature regarding the dog or otherwise?
Yes, sir.
All right. And okay, then so did that odor appear to be the odor of defecation or feces or some type of urine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And to the best of your knowledge, no one else in that building has a dog. Is that correct?
No, sir.
So whether she has one dog or three dogs, she's the only one with a dog in that apartment.
Yes, and I know that black and white one is definitely hers.
All right. And the entire, how many units are in that apartment where she's at?
There are six units.
Okay. And so of all six, she's the only one with a dog, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. No questions.
Ms. Carter, any questions for Ms. Goodman?
How does she know that dog's mine? Because my dog has had puppies, and her puppy has come to visit quite a couple times, and the dude in that picture looks exactly like the dude that has one of her puppies. And the puppy that he has is a man.
Hold on. You gotta ask her a question, okay? If you got a question about it, just go ahead and ask her.
How does she know that that's baby girl?
Well,
Sorry.
the guy that lets her out, that stays with you up there in your apartment, I followed him up to your apartment to ask him, can I speak with you? The same dog that was defecating on the lawn took that dog upstairs and into your apartment. That's the only dog I don't know if you got 10, 2, 3 dogs, but I know you have that dog, and that's the same dog that you've had since you moved here.
Thank you.
Other questions? No? Okay. Let's go ahead and thank you for being here as well. Mr. Zinsmaster?
No further questions, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, all
Thank
right.
you.
Ms. Carter, it's your chance to, do you want to testify or do you have witnesses yourself?
I have two people that are here right now that have helped me clean up the house and fix up the house. And baby girl, I take her to the field that's over by
Okay,
Kroger's.
hold on. Why don't you do this, ma'am? Why don't you raise your right hand for me? Can you get on? There you go. Raise your right hand for me. Do you swear Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You can go ahead and tell me what you want now.
I've had people help me clean up the kitchen area and everything else. I even had someone let me borrow bring over a carpet cleaner and help me do that. I was stabbed on October 4th, and it's hard for me to carry my wheelchair up the stairs sometimes, and I don't always have people here for me. It was literally on my knee. If I had to be rushed to the hospital, I had several tendons that were severed during that time. And baby girl had puppies last winter, and one of her puppies is with a family member. And I did end up telling him he could no longer be here because around the time that they had let me know about all the feces that was going on or in the hallway and stuff, was the time that he was coming around to visit. And from what I know, baby girl won't go in grass. She actually has an issue with that. I have to take her out like in a field and first. She won't just go downstairs, use it. She won't even go in the house. She was abused by her previous owner.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Zinsmeister, any questions for her?
Nope, we'd rest, I think, both of us.
Okay.
Oh, also one more thing. I've seen like a black African American dude sleeping in the hallway before outside. I think it was number four. And I never had any of my guests sleep in the hallway. Have I ever catch them because I go down periodically uh and go outside because of my anxiety, and I have to get fresh air. And none of the people that I have ever had uh, over stay in the hallway. There's only been one time when I caught somebody trying to sleep in the hallway, and I told them they had to leave immediately, and I literally made sure they leave. I told them they couldn't. They said it was cold outside. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't want to get in trouble with my landlord.
Okay. All right. I'll take that into consideration for you too, ma'am. Um, Mr. Zinsmaster, I guess we
Sure.
can.
Just in closing, that we believe that she's already testified that there's been enough evidence shown that she's kept the place in terrible disrepair, and that she's did nothing to say that she didn't give us the keys. She's locked us out. Our maintenance cannot get in, and she's doing this, of course, to subrogate our ability to handle seeing what she's doing. We sorry if she has issues medically or physically, but they're conflicting with the health and safety and welfare and the quiet enjoyment of all the other residents. And what she has done is posing a health hazard for everyone else. And we would ask the court allow a judgment to be entered that has removed by February 13th, 2026. Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Carter, any other?
Your Honor, if you want, I can have someone show you what the kitchen looks right now.
If you want to, I guess we can. What about the rest of the place? Is it cleaned up?
My living room is mostly cleaned up. I have to clean up the rest, and I can show you the hallway also.
Okay.
Hey, Dad. Oh.
So is somebody kind of helping out there? Is that what's going on?
Yes. You need her out here also?
It doesn't matter. I guess you got her phone, Mr. Zinsmaster. I'm gonna let him just show me the place. Go ahead and show me around.
All right. We're gonna start with the
Yeah.
front hallway where they say
And what's your name, sir? Just so I have names to everybody that's been here. What's your name? What is it? Devin.
Devin.
What's last? Yep. What's the last name?
Trowbridge.
Can you spell it for me? The last name?
TROW. Bridge. BRIDGE. DGE.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'd like to make one statement that we said there. I mean, it finally shows these things. It doesn't mean they'll maintain it, and I don't know if it's true, but they still have not, and she agrees, have changed the locks and do not allow access. It's just an unsafe situation that's existed, and we can't.
I'm just, yeah,
I understand what you're doing, but I'm just saying, it's still unsafe, no matter what they've done.
I will talk to her also about providing a key for the office.
okay.
Thanks.
All right. Looks like you kind of aren't able to. Can you swing the camera around at all or not? All I've gotten is the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm
If she
looking.
wanted to do that, that's fine, but we'll do it real quick because I've really got to.
All right.
Did you get it? There you go. Yep, that's the outside. It's the outside of the apartment.
Yes.
Okay.
We cleaned it.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
hallway that we cleaned, Your Honor. We cleaned the hallway. That's why it looks that way, Your
Yeah.
Honor. They did nothing to do with that. These
Yeah.
people, at all.
Okay. What about the inside? She told me she was going to show me some of the place inside. If she doesn't want to, that's fine. I don't necessarily.
Just tell me how you move on forward, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Chihuahua.
She said, go ahead and
Oh, just go ahead and make a decision.
yeah.
Because it's not
All
clean.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not going to speculate at this point what shape it is in, but I've heard enough testimony from all of the witnesses. Frankly, I do believe that there's still, unfortunately, a serious enough health hazard in the apartment based upon totality of the testimony. I do find there's been no contesting the changing of the locks on the apartment. Nobody's raised any argument with regard to locks being the same ones that were on the place. I've heard arguments that maintenance cannot enter that apartment, even for safety issue purposes or immediate dangers that may arise. Given the totality of testimony, I do find there's been enough evidence showing that there's a health hazard enough to warrant ordering that Miss Carter be has to move from the apartment. Mr. Zinsmaster, I think you suggested a time frame. Are you using a 10-day statutory time period?
I was going a little beyond that just to give her to be.
Yeah,
give
I
her
think
time.
that's
February
what I
13th.
thought. 13th, yeah. Let's do February 13th. That'll give her at least a little more time.
Certainly, I understand, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Allow a writ of eviction after February 13th.
We'll present the judgment here today. Your Honor,
Okay.
if you could then go on and everybody else, I do have two other cases. I'll look for the notices and bring it up. when
Thank
we're
you.
done.
Thank
Yeah,
you. All right.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, Janet's got some updates, I guess. What?
Oh, okay. Thank you, Ms. Janice.
Yeah.
141 Walker was.
Yes,
Okay,
McCaskey
February
Walker.
3rd, yeah. Oh, need an alias, I guess on Tiggs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All
Need
right.
Gotcha. We'll get it.
All right.
And
Right.
then on Walker, is that up, Your Honor?
Walker was the one that's adjourned to February 3rd. Yeah,
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. Mhm.
sure. Yep.
Have a wonderful day and sorry for taking so much time up.
Oh, that's okay. At least it's done.
Yes. Yes, it
Okay.
is. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Good luck, Miss Carter.
The judge's gavel fell on Adelia Carter. Said her place was a health hazard, couldn't get no farther. Her dog left his messes, trash was piled up high. Swore she'd cleaned it all up with a tear in her eye. But the locks were all changed, couldn't get inside the door. Now she's gotta be gone by the 13th, and that's the law.